Hello scholars, this is Mrs. Kendrick. I am going to make this short PowerPoint here to help you guys create a Google slide or a PowerPoint. I'm hoping that most of you guys are familiar with doing them, but if not, this is going to give you just some basic skills on how to create a PowerPoint. As you create more and more throughout the year, because we are going to do at least a couple during distance learning, you guys will kind of get more used to some of the features, and I can probably even help you guys like in small group sessions if you need it, okay? But anyways, the first thing I would like you guys to do is when you go onto your, when you open a Google page, because that's most likely where you're going to be going, do me a favor, you guys, please make sure that you sign in with a Gmail. If you look on the screen here and you see that I'm pointing at the little Gmail, that is where you guys should be signing in. Now, I'm already signed into an account. This is actually our class account that you guys will get familiar with in the future. But for right now, it's empty. What will usually happen is you'll have your emails will pop up here. I want you guys to get used to signing in with the Gmail, because if you check your emails, daily or at least a few times a week, you'll be able to see feedback on, essays and different things like that. Okay. All right. Then what you want to do is you want to go to this little box right here. Get familiar with this. If you're not familiar with this, up here at the top right hand corner where hopefully you'll be able to see the mouse, where it says Google Apps, this little square, you want to get used to going there because you want to get used to going to your drive. This is where you guys are going to create your essays, your projects, your infographics, you can even see there's going to be reading logs probably inside of your Google Drive. So I want you guys to get used to it and get familiar with it if you're not familiar with it already. Okay, let's say you're going to do an essay. Let me just show you this real quick. You would go to New and you would do Google Docs, and you would open a Google Doc. I'll go ahead and open one. And you'd be able to type your essays here. We'll talk a little bit more about this when we actually create or when we do an essay assignment in the future. Okay, I'm going to close this. Since you guys are going to be doing a PowerPoint for me, I want you guys to go to the New button here, and you're going to go to Google Slides. You're just going to click that button. That's all you need to do. And it's going to open the PowerPoint or Google Slides. What you do is you want to go and you want to click a theme. You'll be able to see all these different themes here. Doesn't matter which one you pick, whichever one you like is totally up to you. I happen to like this one, so I'm going to click there. And it's going to upload. You can close this out. After you pick a theme, you don't really need that, so you can close it out and you'll be able to see your screen a little bit better. I do like to change my background, so I'll go to background, and I'm actually going to change a color. I really like purple, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to say add to theme, because then it'll make all of my backgrounds purple, and then I'm going to hit done. This will kind of stay blue. That's okay with me. I'm not going to try and change that. You can also change the layout. I want you guys to see that. It'll change it to the different kinds of layouts. Now the titles here, you can add text and text here. You can go to different other layouts to where you can see, it'll kind of give you different options. That is something for you guys to kind of play with on your own. I'm going to just go to the normal one there. Here is where you would type your title. So for example, let's say this was just some sort of project we're working on. Maybe it's science. Please get used to putting your name, especially on the first slide there, okay? I really want you guys to understand that it's going to be very, very important if I do not see a name or do not know whose project that is, and I cannot give you credit. Those are the real basics of it, you guys. After that, the last thing you really just need to know is up here on this left, side button over here. If you click a new slide, it'll add a new slide for you. And then the same thing, you can change its layout. Maybe you want it to look like that. Maybe there's a different, you want to add some sort of picture or something on the side. Maybe I want to do this. You can just keep clicking this plus button to add as many slides if you need to. I usually I usually add slides as needed. I don't just add a bunch and then leave some blank. I will only add them if I need them. I suggest you guys do that as well, okay? Those are the basics, you guys. After that, you would just click on what you need to do. Usually title is at the top, and then you can click here and add text. This is kind of like a Word document. If you've worked with Word documents before, you can add bullet points. If you guys notice, I clicked over here. It gives me bullet points. I can change the color of the wording. If you notice that this wording here was white, but if I go back here, that's blue. But if you see this little button right here, it says text color. I can change it to any color that I want. And I'm going to change it to white so that you guys can see it better. Okay. you would just add text here and here. Same thing, I want to change this to a white text so that I can see it a little bit better. Okay, maybe we're going to do something on ecosystems. You can type information as you go. All right, you guys, those are the real basics. I'm going to do one more thing for you. However, if you do not understand how to do this, please don't worry about it. You do not at this point in time need to add pictures. But if you want to, when you go to this little button right here where it says Insert Image, you can click that. If you have pictures on your computer you want to upload, you can. A lot of us don't. I usually just go to search the web. Let's say we're looking for ecosystems. So let's say I want to find a picture of the desert. I'm going to do that. Let's say I really like this picture here. I'm going to insert it. Oh, it says unable to create some images, probably because it was just something that's not available. Let's do something else. There we go. Or not. I don't know why it's not doing it. There we go. There's a picture that'll work. Sometimes pictures won't work. It's okay. I'm glad that that happened because I want you guys to understand that sometimes they won't work. Sometimes you are going to have to choose a picture that will work. If it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your computer. It just means certain websites will block the usage of their pictures so that, people aren't just using pictures that are not theirs. But anyways, you can do all this. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You can move it around as you see that I'm doing on screen. And that is basically how you would insert a picture into your Google Slides or PowerPoint if you wanted to. Okay. All right, you guys, please watch this video again if you need to. I know I went a little fast, but I wanted this video to be, no more than 5 to 7 minutes, and it's about 7 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. But good luck, scholars. If you guys need any help, please email me or send me a remind message. I can also help to show you different options later on in the future if you guys want to. For now, just keep it basic, to create your PowerPoints or your Google Slides, whatever you want to call them, so that we can just get our assignments done and not have to spend too much time on them, okay? All right, you guys, I hope this was useful. Oh, one more thing before I forget. Please make sure you always name. If you leave all of your projects untitled, then it's going to be hard to find them. Go ahead and just make sure you always name your project, or by putting your name or the name of the assignment up at the top so that you can find them and I can find them as well, okay? All right, you guys have a very good day. Thank you.